Okay, fine. Today let us talk about tables. Okay, and what I will do is instead of directly going inside this demo web shop, I'll go to a web page which has more tables in it. That is W3 schools. Okay. Um, okay. Let us try to scan this table and first learn how to work on tables and then see the remaining things. I'll do a checkout tree on modules. Okay. And now say shift right click scan HTML. Select the application that you want to scan. Say select on screen and then just choose this table. See? And now again click on select on screen. Maximize this and let's see what are the properties of this table. See, this table has got a tag as table and it has some class name. Let's select that. Okay, and it has some inner text. Might be this inner text is complete information about the table. It's okay. Now it has become unique also. And if you remember in the XScan window, during our earlier classes, we discussed about these two modes. We discussed about all these buttons, all these here, but we never discussed about show content preview. So when you click on this table and say show content preview, it will show you what is this table going to be, how the content is being scanned. See, do you want to consider the first row as your header row or not? Like if you don't want to consider this first row as header, you can just demark it. Okay, and see now this table has no header row or no header column. If you want to use some header column, yes. If you want to use some header row, yes. And if you want something to be in like this, like your header column should be fourth one, not the first one. So then you can increase it. All these things you can play around with this show content preview. And whatever we are doing here, right? Automatically three properties will be changing up here. Those three are the steering properties, like header row, ignore invisible table content, decisive columns. Okay. See here there is an option consider invisible cells. If you are considering it, then this particular ignore invisible cells will become false. If you don't consider, it will be true only. Okay. And if your header row is some third row, see the header row here will be third row. If your header row is third row, then okay, I'll tell you a good. Okay, so this particular values, whatever you are giving here, right? Here you will not have any option to choose them. See, there are no check boxes here. these values will definitely come up and sit in your module. Okay. And now for this table, if you see, this is the header row, right? So I consider the first row as my header and remaining part as my data. And now I'm good. Okay. So I will say finish screen and close this window. And when I go to Tosca here, see, this is how it looks like. If I click on my table, see, all the properties came up, header row, all this. And inside the table, this is how it looks like. We have two things like row cell, column cell. What is this row cell? What is this column cell? Now, when we are talking about tables, right? Usually, how do you say, like for suppose, mm, think like I have a table here, or else, yeah, I have a table here, right? You all can see, right? So now, when I'm saying I want to access this particular value, what is the row? How do you specify this cell?
Third column.
Yeah, what is the row number and what is the column number?
4 by 3.
4 by 3. Okay, so you are saying is excluding the header of 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I correct?
Yes.
And the
Yes,
others?
yes, yes.
Okay. And sometimes you can count in this way also, right? 4 by 4
4 by 4. Yes.
by including the header also, right?
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
See, first thing is either you can give row number, column number, or else you can give column number followed by row number. Both of these are correct. Am I correct? And next thing, when we are talking about row number, we said we have a header row. So sometimes we may give it with header. Sometimes we may give a count without header also. Right? So when I'm saying with header, okay, these let's see. Copy these to here and copy these to here. For the same cell, what would be my row number with header if I am counting including header 4? What would be my column number 4? Similarly, my column number is 4, row number is also 4. When I am counting without header, row number will become 3, column number still sits at 4. And this way of syntax would be 4 comma 3. Am I correct? All these are correct only. And all these point to same cell only. But the way how you call, how you know, like how you are using the notation of it is different. That's all. The same concept applies in Tosca. When we are saying with header, right? If you are counting header also, then we use the syntax of hash. When we say without header, we use the syntax of dollar. You can use anything. Say, okay, I will show you now here. Now, just drag this and, okay, let me check out tree. Now, drag this and drop this onto a dummy test case. Okay, now you will get it in this format, right? Now, first let's see the first format, that is this one. Okay, with header one. So the syntax is either you can start with row number Or if you know the column number, you can start with column number. First, let's see from row numbers perspective. Okay, what is the row number including header?
4.
4, right? So what is the syntax for with header? Hash. I said you, right?
Yes.
So hash 4. That's all. And now this one is the column number here. The cell is written, right? So that is the column. So what is that again? Hash 4. So let's say, let us buffer that value into some buffer, okay, called TTT or else test. Okay. And now you can run this test case and see what value comes and sits. See, it went to hash 4 and then again hash 4 and it took the value of matter rows 2312. Where is that? See this one. So hash 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the cell. Perfect, right? And now let's see how do we say it by using column numbers and row numbers. Okay. So this time, see here there is a column option. So here you have to change it. What is the column number? Hash 4 only, right? And what is the cell number? Hash 4 only again. Or else shall we change it? Let's say column number 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take city now. Okay, 5. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's take fifth column, second cell. That is Berlin we want. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the very next row, right? So second. So let's take that. Hash 5 and hash 2. You want to buffer it. Or else let's verify it whether it is having Berlin in it or not. Okay, now let's run this. See, verification was successful. Expected and actual values are Berlin only. Until here, any questions, any doubts?
No.
Okay. Now let's see the other syntax. Okay. The other syntax is not much difficult actually. All you do is give dollar instead of hash. Okay. Say $4. Okay. So it will go to fourth row, excluding the header. That means it will start counting from here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's say go to the third column. Here, one thing. See, if we give header, only then it will start including header and all. Now, when I am saying $3, did I give any column, header column? No, right? I did not give any header column. So that is the reason when I'm saying $3, it is supposed to work for 1, 2, 3 contact name only. Okay, let's see that. Fourth row, third column. Let us buffer that value. Right click, run it. One, two, three, four. Antonio. Some name is there. I could not see it properly. Let's see. Thomas Hardy. Where is this fellow? See, fourth row, right? One, two, three, four. Third column, right? One, two, three. Thomas Hardy. The same name came up here. Did you understand this one? Are tables easy?
Yes.
This is how you work with tables. Are tables easy now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Now, until now, we saw a very easy thing like the basic stuff of tables. Like, how do you give the index values? Like, how do you steer these tables and all? Okay. So, please practice until this point for the tables. And tomorrow, let's talk about other things in tables only. Like constraints, what is constraint, when do we use them, and all. Okay, until unless you know this, I cannot take up the topic of constraints because it will become too complex for you. Okay, so now let's move on to other topics. Okay, I'll leave it till here. Okay, the next one that I want to discuss about another topic that I want to discuss is about dates. So let me add one test step here. Tbox set buffer. Thank you. Okay, now let's see what is the syntax. Actually, we already discussed what is the syntax of dates. Am I correct? Yes? No? Okay, we already discussed this, but anyways, can anybody tell me what is the syntax of date? I want today's date. So how do I get it? Curly braces,
Date,
Date.
date.
square brace,
Should I give any square braces?
yes,
No need, Ramya.
yes,
Okay. See, the syntax of date consists of three square braces there. The first one is the base date. The second one is for any calculations that you want to do. And third one is to mention the format. Okay. And if you don't have anything or like that, you can just give the date only. Okay. I'm taking today's date in date 1 buffer. And similarly, I am taking another date, date 2 buffer, and the value I'll give is some date which is some 3 months ahead. So first square braces, nothing. Second square braces, I want to add 3 months, right? So say plus 3, capital M means plus 3 months. And the format also I don't want to change it, and I'm closing my curly braces. Okay. Now I will run these both and see which dates come and sit in them. See, date 1 has been set to 12/2/2021, that is today's date, whereas date 2 has been set to 12/5/2021, that is plus 3 months I did, right? So it did that. Until here, is everything clear to everybody?
Yes, Ramya.
Now let's see, how do we compare dates? Any idea how can I compare these two dates? Okay. For all the comparisons and evaluations related stuff, the only one standard module that we have is T-box evaluation tool. All you need to do is say evaluate something. Okay, see, you got it. T-box evaluation tool. Double click on it. See, all you need to do is pass the expression. And for date comparison, the syntax that they follow is hash and curly braces capital B of date 1, because that is my first buffer, right? So this is my date, and again give a hash. Okay, and now say double equals to, and now again hash curly braces capital B of date 2, close both of them, and again hash. So this is the syntax that they follow for comparing dates. Not only double equals to, you can say greater than, less than, not equal to, all this work. Okay. And now when you run it, it will give you either true or false. If your both dates are equal, then it will give you true, or not, then it will result you in a false. See, it has been evaluated to false. Now what I do is I'm going to my buffer and I will make both of them equal. See, now both the dates are equal. Now again I will run this and see. See, now it is green. Verification is successful, true. Okay, this is the only way to compare dates. Why I said this is one of the important interview questions that is being asked nowadays. So please remember this, they are looking for the syntax. And one more important interview question is about the date syntax. Don't forget the date syntax also. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And now let me see.
Can we compare two images also, Ramya?
For the images and for the files and all, you have different standard modules.
Okay.
Okay, I'll show you one thing. Here in the T-box automation tools, see, for the files, compare, where you will be giving your first file path and second file path, and
Okay.
another image compare. Okay, first image file path, second image file path. Okay, and this is also one of the important interview question that is asked, like, how do you check whether a file exists in a location or not? Nothing, it is very simple. There is a standard module, file existence. It will verify whether a file is present in that folder or not. All you give is the directory where you have to search and what is the file name that you have to search. That's all. Okay?
Okay. Like, supposing if we have a image on the website, so as part of testing, we will check if the image is same always, right? In that case, what we will do?
Like, see, all those unit testing cases can't be picked up every time. For suppose if you have some image file on your side and another image file, then you can use the T-box image compare. But I don't think you can compare this on a website image with this. You have to download that image and then you have to compare.
Okay. In the same way, how we can do a sum of two numbers?
Did we discuss about math and calc functions?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Math function. We
Okay.
added, right, one to the already existing buffer value. For the normal also you can take the math function.
Okay. Okay.
I'll show you. Suppose if you are saying sum, And if those curly braces
Ma'am.
match, or if those two numbers are present in any of the buffers, then you can take the buffers, or else you can say 1 plus 2. And now if I right click and say translate value, I can see the value. So see 3.
Okay, translate value. Okay.
And when you run it automatically, it will be stored in this buffer. Hmm. Okay. Now,
Thank
anyways,
you.
we are talking about dates, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, what if we want the date to be in the format of, February month? So, 12th date, 12th February 2021. How do you print those things? For all those things, there is another one, that is L date. Okay. We call it as L date actually. 1 minute. I'll say date and then curly braces, L date is the one. See, L date will print in this format. Saturday, so and so, 4th of November 2017. Okay, so in this way. Even this is also one of the topic that they may ask you. Say translate value. See, it prints in this way. February 12, 2021. Okay. Now let's move on. 1 minute. Okay. Until now, we saw various configuration parameters in the module section, right? Like explicit name, constraint index, and all. Am I correct?
Yes.
Today, let us see what are the different weights. I already discussed this topic earlier also. Like, what are the different weights do we have? We have static weight, and we also have dynamic weight in Tosca. Okay. And coming to the static weight, this is nothing but we will be passing it through standard module T-box weight. Okay. That means it is like a fixed time. It has to wait for some 30 seconds or 60 seconds and all. And that is a fixed time. Okay. And coming to the dynamic weight, we already saw. One is by using wait on action mode. Okay, like where you will be saying wait until this particular control appears, or wait until something is enabled. Some property you will be using here, and you will say that particular operation to wait until that property comes up. Okay, so that is the wait on action mode, and we already saw it in our very first test case, that is with registration only, where you will be saying wait on till the register control is visible. Okay, the other way of dynamic wait is by synchronization wait, I said you. Okay, and here also from the static wait perspective, the other ways is by using steering parameters, that is wait before and wait after. Even these two are the static weights only. What are the steering parameters? How do we add them? What brings the difference is like wait before is nothing but whenever you are performing some action on this control, wait for some 5 seconds or wait for 10 seconds. Similarly, wait after is nothing but after performing the action on this control, wait for 15 seconds or wait for 20 seconds. So you can say that. How do you add them is go to this particular one. Okay, let's say top menu, that is easy. So go to register. So here you can right click and see this green color icon is the steering parameters. So click on this and see, I'll say wait before. Okay. And I am giving a value of mm, 20,000 seconds. 1, 2, 3. So it should wait for 20 seconds before performing any action. Similarly, for the email ID, also I will create another steering parameter. Okay, no, first let's test this and then go for that. Drag it, drop it onto your dummy test case. Okay, and here directly say click. Okay, and let me open demo web shop. And let's run this test step and see. See, it should wait for 20 seconds before directly clicking on it. Already 10 seconds are done. See, now it will click. After waiting for 20 seconds, then it moved the cursor to click on it. Am I correct? So that is the main purpose of wait before and similarly wait after. Now let's go to modules, the register only. I'll change this, okay, like wait after, okay, and this one I'll change it to 30 seconds. And now I'll say after clicking on register, click on login button. So run this.
Ramya,
So now first it will click on register, okay, and now it should wait for 30 seconds. Mhm.
Ramya,
Here, if you observe the time that it waits, we are hard coding it. That means we are saying it statistically. Like static wait is what we give. See, after 30 seconds, it clicked on login. You can see this here also.
Ramya,
See, waited for 30,000 milliseconds after execution was finished. And then it went to login. Okay, so these two come also fall under the static wait category only. Any questions, any doubts still here?
Ramya. Hello.
Yes.
Instead of steering parameters, we can use dbox weight also.
Yeah,
Then,
you can.
then why we need steering parameters?
See, it depends. If you don't want to use T-box weight, then you can use in this way. Or else if you want to use, like this is like every time this control works. Like every time whenever you want to wait before or wait after for this particular control, then you can use it in this way. If like sometimes if you want wait, sometimes if you don't want wait, then you can use T-box wait. These are all the options that are available. You have to make your choice, which one at which scenario. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So this is also one more thing that I want to discuss. And the next thing that I want to discuss is
Ramna,
yes.
can we use wait before and after at a time?
Yeah, you can use both also, Nilesh.
Okay.
Nice question. If you want to wait every time whenever you are performing operation with that control, then go for this. Or else you can use the normal standard wait also. But anyways, in real time when you are really working, you will not use any of the static weights, because here you will be hard coding your weights, right? So always they prefer using dynamic weight only. Only rare cases we use this static weights.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happens in dynamic is we will not specify wait for this much of minute. We will specify the duration. Like wait for 30. In dynamic, if I am saying the duration as 30,000, if the page loads in between, then it will go to the next step. If the page doesn't load, then it will wait for a maximum of 30 seconds. Okay, so that is one difference. We will see about this dynamic weights in the later classes.
Okay.
Okay, actually, I want to cover this tables topic and I want you to practice so that tomorrow I can take up the constraints and embedded controls inside the tables. Okay, so please do practice the tables topic and come back tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be taking up the constraints and embedded controls as I said. Okay, thank you everyone. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.
Thank
Ramya,
you. Bye.
Yeah.
one question. How we can compare the file and image? Can you show us?
Sorry, Nilesh, can you come again?
Uh, how to compare images and the file? That
You
means,
have
yeah.
this one, right? Standard modules.
Yes, 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 yes. That,
You can use them. Image compare. Here you will be sending the first image file path, second image file path. Similarly, file compare where you can send the both file paths.
can you show one example if possible?
Yeah,
Now,
sure. Take this, drop this. Okay. And let's go to, okay. Control C, I'm doing. One second. Control C, Control V. Okay. First, I will take this one. Right click, shift right click, copy as path, and I'll paste it as my second file path. I'm removing the double quotes. Okay. And the other one is chart. So I will paste this. Remove those double quotes. Where is my home? Okay. So one is chart.txt, other one is chart-copy.txt, but both are same. So now let's run this and see. See, the contents of the files are identical. Now let's change something here. Okay, I'll open this and here I'm going to scribble something extra. Okay, and I will save it. Now it should not be identical, right? Let's run the same thing. See, verification has failed. Expected value and the actual value are not same. Okay,
yes, yes. Got it.
yeah.
And same for the file verification, means that particular path this file is available or not, right?
Yeah, that is also the same. Here in the directory, you will give the folder path, and this one is the file name.
File name. Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
please practice till here and let's meet tomorrow. Thank you everyone. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.